Welcome to all. This video is for the benefit of students of third semester BCom of Mangalore University in the subject Financial Accounting 3. This video lecture is the initiative of the Government of Karnataka, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Bangalore. Myself, Lokesh Nath B, Assistant Professor, Government Postgrad College, Kapo, is taking up the video session numbered 43. In the unit Death of a Partner, in this particular session, we will be discussing about the accounting for death of a partner, and we will be taking up some of the problems. We will take up the problem number 1. I will be reading the problem. A, B and C were partners sharing profits and losses in the proportion of 3:2:1. Their balance sheet as on 31st December 2019 was as follows. On the liability side, in the problem, it is stated that creditors 39,000, reserve 6,000, capital of A 20,000, capital of B 12,000, capital of C 8,000. On the asset side, investment 20,000, sundry assets 64,000, cash 1,000. Total on two sides is given as 85,000. And in the adjustment, they have said B died on 1st April 2020. His legal representative is entitled to be paid out B's share of profit up to the date of his death based on the figure of profit of the previous year. His share of goodwill is to be calculated by taking twice the amount of average profit for the last 3 years. The profits for the previous years were 2017 25,000, 2018 20,000 and 2019 21,000. The investment were sold for rupees 30,000 and B's legal representatives was paid off. B is also entitled to receive interest on capital at 6% per annum. Prepare B's legal representative account. Before solving, we'll understand the problem. There are 3 partners here and their profit sharing ratio is given. And accounting year ends on 31st December 2019. The relevant information on the liability side is reserve and the capital balance of B. B is the deceased partner. And on the asset side, we do not have any relevant information. And in the adjustment, they have said that B died on 1st April 2020, whereas the accounting year ended on 31st December 2019. And what are the amount is entitled for the deceased partner is said, one is accrued profit. It is to be calculated on the basis of the previous year. And goodwill, they have said that you have to take 2 times the average profits of the last 3 years. So we have to calculate for 2 times based on the average profits of the last 3 years. The investments were sold for 33,000. So there is one item of investment that is sold for 33,000. And B's legal representatives was paid off. So when it is paid off, we need a sufficient amount. In the asset side of the old balance sheet, we have only 1,000 rupees. And there is another item in the asset side is investment. Investment worth rupees 20,000, but it is sold for 33,000. So we have a total cash of 33,000 plus 1,000. So we have a cash of 34,000. So 34,000 is the amount available in the business at the time of the payment to the legal representative of the deceased partner, and they have said it is paid off. What is the amount due to the deceased partner? We will be finding out, we will come to know only when we solve the problem. Then also it is said B is also entitled to receive interest on capital at 6%. So we have three amounts which is to be paid to the deceased partner, and investment is sold for 33,000, and whereas the cost is only 20,000, that means 13,000. 13,000 is the profit we have made on the investment. So we have made a profit of rupees 13,000. Now we'll solve the problem. First we'll take up a calculation of the goodwill. So goodwill in the problem, it is very clearly said that it is to be calculated on 3 years profit of the last 3 years. 3 years profits of the last 3 years. So they have said that it is to be calculated on the 3 years profit. So if you see here, it is said that it is 3 years profit. And it is twice the average of the profit. So it is average profits of the 3 years. Now we will be calculating by taking up first the total profits for the 3 years. It is in the problem very clearly, it is said that it is 2017 25,000, 2018 20,000, 2019 it is 21,000. So we will be adding 25,000, 20,000 and 21,000. 25,000, 20,000 and 21,000. So these three amount we will be adding and dividing by the number of years. In this problem it is 3. So we get a amount of, when we add, we get a amount of 66,000, and it will be divided by 3. So we get a amount of 22,000. Now this is the total profit we got for average profits we got for the last 3 years. Now this has to be multiplied into the number of years of purchase. In this problem they have said that twice the amount of the average profit. So we will be multiplying with the 2 times. So they have twice it is given. So we will be multiplying with the 2 times. So the average profits we got is 22,000. 22,000 is multiplied into 2 times. So we get a amount of rupees 44,000. Now this 44,000 is the total goodwill of the entire firm. Now this is to be distributed in the deceased partner share in profits. So what is his share? In the problem it is mentioned that there are 3 partners, 3:2:1. So there are 3 partners and their profit sharing ratio is 3:2:1. So they have said 3:2:1. Out of this, so this is A and this is B and this is C. Out of this, the partner B is deceased. And since partner B is deceased, so we will be finding out B's share of the profit in the old ratio. So it is 2. So 2 by 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. So 2 by 6. So it is 2 by 6. So here it is given 2 by 6. So we'll get a 14,667 as the deceased partner share of goodwill. Now we'll go to calculation of the accrued profit. Accrued profit, in the problem it is very clearly mentioned that it is for the previous year. So here they have very clearly said it is to be calculated on the basis of the previous year. So what is the profit for the previous year? Year of death is 2020. So previous year is 2019. Now we'll take the previous year profit. Previous year profit is 2019. It is 21,000. And 21,000 is for the entire 1 year. But this partner is not alive for the entire 1 year. So he is died on 1st April 2020. So he is deceased on 1st April 2020. So the date of the death is here very clearly given is 1/4/2020. Then what is the last balance sheet date? Last balance sheet date in the problem, it is mentioned that it is 31st December. So 31st December 2019. That means it can also be written as 1/4/2020. So the next day of the 31/12/2019 will be 1/1/2020. So he remained only for January, February and March. So he was only for January, February and for March. So only 3 months. So 3 divided by 12. 12 is the total number of months in a year. So 21,000 into 3 by 12 will get a 5,250. Now we will find out the deceased partner share of profit. This is the 5,250 is the profit for 3 months. It is the profit for the 3 months. And here we have to find out profit for the 3 months. It is 5,250 and the total profit it is for the entire year. Now we need to find out only the deceased partner's share. What is the deceased partner's share? So we have already said old ratio is 3:2:1. So since it is 3:2:1, then deceased partner is the B. So B's share of profit is 2. So 2 by 6 is 1,750. Now there are other adjustment that is relating to the interest on capital, and one more is on the investment that will take up in the preparation of the capital. Now we will prepare the B's capital account. First we have to record the B's capital balance, opening capital balance. So here in the problem, opening capital balance of the B is already given to us is 12,000. So we will be writing in the here it is given on the liability side. So since it is given on the liability side, here in the capital account we will be writing on the credit side. So that is as by brought down. So this is the opening balance. This is the opening balance. Then in the old balance sheet, there is also one item which is not mentioned in the adjustment. Even if adjustment is silent about the accumulated profit or any accumulated losses on the asset side, we need to carry these accumulated profits to the credit side of the capital account of the deceased partner. So credit side of the deceased partner we will record as by reserves. So by reserves it is 6,000 into 2 by 6. 6,000 is the reserve amount and 2 by 6 is the share. So we get a 2,000. Then one extra item which we have not seen in the other problems is the investment is sold for rupees 33,000. So investment here it is they have said 33,000. Even in the old balance sheet there is an item called investment. If you see here, investment is 20,000. Investment 20,000. So cost price of the investment is 20,000, whereas it is sold for 33,000. So this profit is to be brought into the books of the account. So the profit of year 13,000. So since it is a profit is to be revalued. So on the credit side, we need to record as by revaluation account or by investment account. So we, whenever there are more number of items, we will be writing the evaluation account if there is any changes in the values of the assets, or since there is only one item, we will be recording on the credit side as by investment account. And since there is a profit, cost price is only 20,000 and the selling price is 33,000. So it is minus here. You have to put a minus here. So 33,000 minus 20,000, that gives us 13,000. 13,000 into his share is 2 by 6. So why is the share, this 13,000 is the profit belonging to all the three partners. All the three partners. So we have to calculate it for the remaining only for the deceased partner. And in the problem, it is specifically given that interest on capital is at 6% per annum. So here it is clearly mentioned it is 6% per annum. So we need to calculate only for the 6%. So that is on the credit side, by interest on capital, 12,000 is the capital amount, is opening balance is 12,000 and 6% is the rate of interest, 6 by 100, and he was only alive for the 3 months. So he was alive only for the 3 months. So his number of days he was alive, since it is 3 months, so he would 3 months is the number of month, January, February and March. 12 is the total number of months in a year, so we will get 180. Now we have already calculated the goodwill and we got the goodwill as 14,667, and this is the deceased partner share, deceased part. Now as you are aware that the goodwill under the new accounting standard, we should not open a goodwill account. Instead of that, a capital adjustment is to be made in the name of the remaining partners. So remaining partners are A and here it is wrongly given, it is C. A and C. It is A and C. So it is by C's capital account. It is by C's capital account. So by C's capital account, so on the remaining partners, so 14,667 into 3 by 4 and 14,677 into 1 by 4. What is this 3 by 4 and 1 by 4? Is the gain ratio. What is the gain ratio? Gain ratio, here it is not specified. Gain ratio is the we can calculate only when new ratio is given. Since the new ratio is not given, the ratio which exists between the old partners in the old ratio, that is old partners here in this case is A3 and C1. So in their old ratio is 3:1. So it is to be in the old ratio. Old ratio is 3:1. So the gain ratio will be also 3:1. Now we will calculate 3 by 4 and 1 by 4. So we get 11,000 and 3,667. And in the problem, it is also mentioned that the accrued profit is to be calculated on the previous year's profit, and we have already calculated it, and we got a accrued profit of 1,750. So we will be recording the on the credit side as 1,750 by profit and loss suspense account, and we will be totaling up. When we total, we get 34,930, and on the debit side there is no other item, so we have carried to the B's executors account 34,930. Now we'll prepare the B's executors account. So on the credit side, we will record the entry as by B's capital account 34,390. Here we got on the debit side, so we will be writing on the reverse side, that is credit side, 34,930. There are no other items in the balance sheet, and in the problem it is given that investment were sold and B's legal representative were paid off. They have said that it is paid off. So since it is paid off, so we have to record it as by cash account. So by on the debit side, it is to cash account. So they have paid. What is the amount we have? The old balance sheet we had 1,000 rupees, and in the sale of investment we got 33,000. So we have only 34,000. So we can record only 34,000 as the amount in the balance sheet. So we can pay only 34,000, and the remaining will be retained in the business as to B's balance, and which will be carried forward. So remaining is 930. So total it is 34,390. So with this we have come to the first problem. Now we'll go to the second problem. Now we'll take up the problem number 2. I'll be reading the problem first. Akhil, Nikhil and Sunil were partners sharing profits and losses equally. Following was their balance sheet as on 31st December 2019, and the balance sheet is given. On the liability side, creditors 4,000, reserve 4,500, capital Akhila 19,500, Nikhil 12,000, Sunil 8,000. On the asset side, building 20,000, plant and machinery 8,000, stock 3,500, debtors 8,000, cash at bank 8,500. And information provided in the problem below the balance sheet is: Sunil died on 1st May 2020. Partnership deed provided that the executor of the deceased partner was entitled to balance of partner's capital account and his share of accumulated reserves. Share of goodwill calculated on the basis of 3 times the average profits of the last 4 years. Share of profits from the closure of the last accounting year till the date of death on the basis of the profit of the preceding completed year before death. Interest on deceased partner's capital at 6% per annum. Rupees 5,000 to be paid to the deceased partner executor immediately, and the balance to be kept in his loan account. Profit and loss for the preceding 4 years were 2016 rupees 8,000 profit, 2017 rupees 10,000 loss, 2018 rupees 12,000 profit and 2019 rupees 18,000 profit, prepare Sunil's capital account and his executor's account. Now first of all we will understand the problem. There are three partners and what is the profit sharing ratio is equally, that is 1:1:1. And the relevant information here is a reserve, that is 4,500, and it is said that the Sunil is the partner who is deceased, that is the last person. So the two information relevant on the liability side is 4,500 of reserve and Sunil's capital account is 8,000. On the asset side, we do not have any relevant information, but still they have said in the last that a balance to be paid in cash immediately, that is amounting to rupees 5,000. Here there is a sufficient balance of 8,500, so easily we can pay 5,000 rupees without any problem. And Sunil is the partner who is deceased and the date of the death is given on 1st May 2020. The last balance sheet is on 31st December 2019. So he was alive for 4 months. And what are the amount which is due to the deceased partner's executor's account is given. One is a capital account, even though if it is not mentioned, we have to transfer both capital as well as the reserve. Then they have given the instruction share of goodwill is to be calculated on 3 times the average profits of the last 4 years. So we have to add the last 4 years profit and multiply into the 3 times. And the accrued profits is to be taken on the basis of preceding completed year before death. Preceding completed year before death, that is 2019, and the interest on capital is 6% per annum, and they have said 5,000 is to be paid immediately, and the profit here they have given 8,000 and 10,000 of a loss, 12,000 and 18,000. Now first we will prepare the calculation of the goodwill average profits for the 4 years. So average profits of the 4 years can be found out by adding the profits of the last 4 years, that is 8,000 minus 10,000. Why here there is a minus sign is because there is a loss. Whenever there is a loss, we have to deduct it. We have to deduct it, and the remaining is a profit, 18,000 and 8,000. So 18, 20, 20, 38, 38 minus 10,000 is 28,000. 28,000 is divided by the 4 years, so we get a average profit of 7,000. So this 7,000 is the average profits for the last 4 years. But they have asked in the problem to find out the goodwill on the basis of the 3 times the average of profits. So we got the average profit, that is 7,000 multiplied into the 3 times, that is 21,000. We will be getting 21,000 as the total goodwill of the firm. This total goodwill of the firm is to be calculated only for the deceased partner's share. Now what is the profit sharing ratio? In the problem it is specifically mentioned that profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1. So they have very clearly mentioned that profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1. And who is the person who is deceased is the Sunil. Sunil is the last one. So he is the partner, last partner. So his share is 1. How many denominator is 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So it is 1 by 3. 1 by 3. So we get 7,000 as the deceased partner share of the goodwill. Now we got the goodwill. Now this goodwill is to be distributed not directly to the partners, but it is to be adjusted in the capital account of the remaining partners. So as we have seen in the last that it is 1:1:1, and the gain ratio is to be found out. How to find out the gain ratio? Gain ratio can be found out by deducting new ratio. Deducting old ratio from new ratio. So new ratio minus old ratio, new ratio minus old ratio. But in this problem, the new ratio is not given. So we have to assume that it is the ratio which is existed as before. So the new ratio of the remaining two partner is 1:1. So it is 1:1 is the gain ratio. Now I'll find out the calculation of the accrued profit. Accrued profit here in the problem, it is said that accrued profit is the year before the death. So on the basis of the year before the death, that is profits for the 2019, year before the death, what is the profit? Here it is 2019, profit is 18,000. So there is a profit of 18,000. This profit we have recorded here as 18,000. Now this is the profit for the entire year. But this is person is alive only for a certain number of years, the months. That is from the last balance sheet date. What is the last balance sheet date? Last balance sheet date is the 31/12/2019. The next day of the 31/12/2019 is 1/1/2020. From that date he was alive for 1/5/2020. That means he was alive in the month of January, he was alive in the month of February and March and April. And the May month should not be counted because it is the beginning of the month. He was not alive for the May month. He died exactly on the first day of the month. So it is 4 months. 12 is the total number of months. So divide by the 4 by 12, you get a 6,000. And deceased partner share of profit is 6,000 into his share. His share, we have said that it is equally 1/3 is his share. So we get 2,000. Now we'll prepare the capital account of the Sunil. So in the first place, we have to record the capital balance, opening balance. If you look at the old balance sheet, Sunil's capital balance is 8,000 and reserve is 4,500. So capital balance here it is given on the liability side. So we need to transfer on the credit side of the capital account 8,000. And the reserve is 4,500 and his share of profit in the old ratio is 1/3. So we have to transfer 1,500. And in the adjustment they have mentioned that the interest is to be calculated at the rate of 6% per annum. So we will be calculating on 8,000 6% at the rate of 6%, and he was alive for 4 months. So it will get 160. And as we have calculated the goodwill is to be not directly opened with the goodwill account, but it is to be adjusted with the capital account of the remaining partners. Here the remaining partners are Akhil and Nikhil, and the share of the goodwill of the deceased partner. So we have already found out the share of the goodwill of the deceased partner, that is 7,000. This 7,000 is to be distributed in the gain ratio. And what is the gain ratio? Here we have already found out the gain ratio. Since the new ratio is not given, the gain ratio is 1:1:1. So 1:1, that means 1/2 and 1/2. The goodwill will be distributed among these partners, that is the remaining partner. In their capital account it will be adjusted by writing on the credit side. And we also found out the accrued profit, and we got the accrued profit of deceased partner share is 2,000. That will also be recorded on the credit side. When we add up all these, we get a total of 18,660. So the total profit is total capital balance is 18,660. That will be transferred to the deceased partner's executor's account. Now we'll prepare the deceased partner's executor's account, that is Sunil's executor account. We got the balance on the debit side of the capital account. We'll be writing on the reverse side, that is on the credit side, 18,660. And in the problem there is a clear instruction that the rupees 5,000 will be paid immediately. That is, here it is given 5,000 is to be paid immediately. So we will be paying out 5,000. Whether we have to check that whether there is a cash balance. Cash balance is sufficient in the old balance sheet itself. So that is 8,000 500, there is a sufficient cash balance, so 5,000 will be recorded on the debit side, and the remaining balance out of 18,666, you minus 5,000 will get a 13,660. So this is the remaining balance we find in the Sunil's executor account, and this executor account they have very clearly mentioned that it should be transferred to a separate loan account of the executor. So that will be transferred kept in a separate loan account of the deceased partner's executor account. So we'll record as Sunil's executor's loan account. That is the balance 13,660. Now we'll quickly go through the third and the last problem, that is A, B and C are carried a business and their profit sharing ratio is given 1/2, 1/3, 1/6 respectively. Partnership deed provided that the death on his executor is to be paid amount laying in the credit of his on the date of death, and is the share of profit till the death is taken at the sum calculated on average profits of the last 3 years. Goodwill is to be valued on the basis of 2 years purchase of the average profits of last 3 years. Annual profits of the last 3 years is given 7,480, 8,000 and 9,000. And the firm had insured the partners' lives severally, that is A for 10,000, B for 7,500, C for 5,000. The premiums were charged to profit and loss account. The surrender values on the 31st March 2020 amounted in each case one of the sum assured. The balance sheet on 1st January 2020 showed their capital as under A 20,000, B 15,000, C 10,000. Capital accounts to carry interest at 6% per annum. A had withdrawn a drawing of 3,500 during the period 1st January 2020 to 31st March 2020, and here it is mentioned that A died on 31st March 2020. Now we'll first prepare the goodwill, that is average profits of the last 3 years. Here it is given that average profits of the last 3 years. So it is last 3 years profit is, and the profits for the various year here they have mentioned as 7,480, 8,000 and 9,000. When we add up all these, we get a profit of total profit of 24,700 400 divided by 3, so we get 8,160. This 8,160 in the problem it is stated that it is 2 times the average profits of the last 3 years. So when we multiply, we get 16,320. Now we'll calculate the deceased partner's goodwill, that is 16,320 into 3/6. 3/6 is the profit sharing ratio, that is A, B, C carry on the business 1/2, 1/3, 1/6, and in the last they have said that A died. So 1/2, that is half. Half is the profit sharing ratio. So 3/6, that means it is written as 1/3, 1/2, 1/2, 1/2, 1/3, 1/6. 1/2, 1/3, 1/6. So who is the person deceased is A. So A is the deceased partner. So 1/2. So this can be written here. Denominator is not equal, so we can make it as equal. So we can take a common denominator. To how many times it goes is 3 times. So 3 into 1, 3 into 1. So that is 3 into 1 is 3. Then 3, how many times it goes is 2 times. So 1 into 2, so that is 2. So here it is 2, and 6 how many times it goes is 1. 1 into 1, so that is 1. So 3 is to 2 is to 1. So here 3 by 6. 3 by 6. So 8,160. 8,160 is the deceased partner share. So next is the calculation of the gain ratio, that is 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by can be rewritten as 3 is to 2 is to 1, and new ratio is not given. So gain ratio can be found out by deducting the old ratio from the new ratio. Since the new ratio is not given, it is assumed that it is same as the old ratio which is existed between the partner. So the gain ratio is 2 is to 1. Now we will calculate the average profits of the last 3 years. So that is already calculated previously, 8,160 we got. So that will be multiplied into the number of months he was alive. So it is said that deceased person A died on 31st March 2020, whereas the last balance sheet date is the 1st January. So he was alive for January, January, February and March. So he was alive for 3 months, January, February and March. So 3 months he was alive. So it is 3 by 3 is the number of months he was alive, 12 is the total number of months. So we get 2040. Now deceased partner share of profit is 2040 into the share of profits, that is 3 by 6. So we have previously seen that profit sharing ratio can be rewritten as 3 is to 2 is to 1. So it is 3 by 6. So we get 1020. Now we will calculate for the joint life policy. Here there is one joint life policy is given that the firm had insured the partner's life severally. A for 10,000, B for 7,500, C for 5,000, and the premium is paid out of the profits of the firm. The surrender value is amounted 1/2. Now, who is the deceased person? Deceased person is A. So, A's full amount is to be taken because he is the deceased person. So, the entire amount we will be getting as from the insurance company. So it is the sum assured, and the remaining partners we have to record only the surrender value. Surrender value is given 1/2, that is 50%. 1/2 here it is recorded. And what is the sum assured amount of these two policies? Remaining two partners policies is 7,500 and 5,000. So we will be calculating on the surrender value on the 7,500 and 5,000, that is 7,500 half is 3,750 and 5,000 into half is 2,500. So total we have 16,250. And the capital account of the partners is capital account. On the credit side of the balance sheet, we will be recording the credit side of the balance sheet. We have A, B and C. A's capital account is 20,000. So on the credit side we will be recording the 20,000, and also we will have to if there is in the any reserves or accumulated profits, we have to bring here. But in this problem they have not mentioned any accumulated profit, but the interest on capital is given 20,000 as the opening capital at the rate of 6%. For how many months he was alive? He is alive only for 3 months, so it will be 300. And we have calculated the joint life policy and we got 16,250 as the total insurance amount, and this insurance amount is to be distributed among all the partners, and the deceased partner share is 16,250. 16,250 we get 8,125. Then the goodwill is to be adjusted in the capital account of the remaining partners in gain ratio, that is we calculated 8,160 and the gain ratio we got 2:1. Gain ratio we have calculated and we got 2:1. That is the remaining partners share is the assumed as gain ratio. So that is 8,160 into 2 by 3, 5,440 and 2,720. And finally the profits of the partners that we have calculated, accrued profit is 1020. So 1020 into 1020 we have to record on the credit side. So total is 37,605. So, and also in this problem there is a mention of the drawings. Drawings we have to deduct on the debit side of the profits account. It is the amount withdrawn by the partners. So drawings is 3,500, that is to be recorded on the debit side. So the remaining balance is 34,150, that will be transferred to the executor's account. And now we'll prepare the executor's account. Since we got the balance on the debit side, that will be recorded on the credit side, 34,105, and the balance they have mentioned any information. We have to see whether it is paid in the cash or not. Here there is no such information, so we have to directly transfer it as a balance and kept in the balance sheet, that is 34,105. And we get this balance, and this balance will remain in the balance sheet, and it will be shown on the liability side of the remaining partners balance sheet. So in this particular video we have seen the 3 problems. I hope the students have learned how to solve the problems on the death of a partner. With some of the explanation and the demonstration I have shown to you, you might have learned a little bit. And with this we will come to end of this particular video session. I thank all the people for watching this video. Thank you one and